back to this spot that I call the lean-to spot. It's just, I've got a little lean-to sitting here, and I can tuck myself away in there and do some writing and thinking and listening. There's a deer trail right behind this, and that's why I parked this here. The deer have gotten quite used to it, and so have the bears and stuff. So they walk right behind here. It's fascinating. You can sit in here and actually watch them go by. And I put this old wood stove out here. This wood stove's great. You know what? I don't have to worry about the about sparks. It's contained. I can shut it down. So if I don't want to watch it, if I have to take off or I want to go somewhere, I can just close the door and I'm good. Anyway, this here is not some kind of weird skull. It's not some alien skull or anything. So I'm talking about bones here. As you're walking through the forest and you find different things out in the bush, you're going to come across things like this, okay? Looks like an alien skull, but it's not. It's actually a pelvic bone. Now this came from a young deer, all right? But it's a pelvic bone, so that's down here. This came from a young deer. Now, you can tell if it's male or female by the size, the width of the pelvis, all right? You can tell the size. Mind you, you have to have a known male and a known female size to know the comparison, all right? This female was killed by wolves, who knows when. It's an old bone. But, now having said that, you know what? Everybody, oh, this heat feels amazing. Wow. Anyway, everybody gets freaked out about wolves. There's a lot of different reasons for it, right? Hollywood's one, and I've said this before. Don't get freaked out by wolves. Wolves are out here doing what they have to do. It's their job. Their job is to call the sick deer out, right? Now a wolf running full out, like full out, can run not much more than 20 kilometers an hour. They really can. No, they can move. They can get upwards of 30, right? But for a very, very short period of time. And that's even through brush. They're adept at running through brush. They're amazing. But you know who's more amazing at running through brush is deer. Now, deer running full out can clock about 40 kilometers an hour. 30 versus 40, who's winning the race? Wolves aren't going to waste their time going after animals that they know they can't catch. Out here, it's all about energy. Energy conservation. The young wolf may chase something that it can't catch, but no, once it grows up and once it learns, it's not going to waste its time. It's just not going to do it. The wolves will pick on the sick and the weak. They'll do it. So if a deer is sick or if it's old, yeah, its days are numbered if there's wolves around. That is as it should be. All right? This whole forest, everything around, is predicated on things dying. I know that sounds horrible, but it really isn't horrible. It is what it is. Humus, which is decaying plant and animal matter. That's how the trees grow. Everything is part of that. If there was nothing to take down the sick and the weak, the rest of the herd would get weak and sick. So the wolves are there to do that. Bears, well, hell, bears are the garbage disposals of the forest. I mean, they come by, they'll eat anything. It doesn't matter what it is, they'll eat it. It could be a rotting freaking carcass. Hey, that don't matter. They'll go into it. That's what bears do. Raccoons are the same. So when you're walking through the forest and you find things like this, by all means, I mean, if you want to, bring it home with you. Why not? Now, here's something that's fascinating in the bush too. Everything is used. Everything's used up. There's nothing in the forest that isn't used up. So for example, this bone here, it has multiple chew marks on it from different rodents and things like that. Through the winter time, they can't get their calcium. They can't. Green plants aren't growing, right? They dig down to the winter green, which is underneath the snow. They can get that, but they need calcium. That's where they get it from bones. So you'll find these things will be chewed up. Skulls, they'll be chewed. Antlers, definitely antlers. If you find an antler, it'll have chew marks on it. That's why porcupines and the rodents who do not hibernate, they need to gnaw down their teeth, take their teeth down, because they continuously grow. That's another reason they chew these bones. So, having said that, out here everything's part of everything else. Everything. It's a fascinating dance. It's a beautiful dance, actually. I think the idea when you're out here is just to blend and flow. So you'll notice I'm standing right in the wood smoke here. The reason I do that is to de-scent myself. Humans have a funny smell to us, right? Because our inside lifestyle, cooking, different herbs that we cook with, different spices, they all exude out of our skin after we eat them. I don't eat spices. I don't go near them, right? Ugh. Anyhow, so if you de-scent yourself with wood smoke, the clothing that you're wandering around in, it'll help you get the edge. And I'm not talking about going out there and hunting or killing. When we walk through the forest, we're always hunting. We're always looking for things. That is, in essence, hunting. But it's not killing. So in order to give you the edge, you have to be able to, first off, A, lose your fear. Lose your fear. There's no need for it out here. Be prepared, right? So carry a backpack with you. Carry water. Not that I am, but anyway, carry water. Carry a means to light fire. All right, always make sure you got means to light fire. You never know. It's always good to light a fire if you have to. Sun's setting now. It's getting cool out. Red squirrel's ticked off right now. Anyway, de-scent yourself. More importantly, if you carry a camera with you, go out with no expectation. Okay? Don't go out with a target in mind. Or even when you're just walking and you don't have a camera. Most people carry cell phones with them, which are fantastic for photography. But regardless, the point is, expect nothing. Honestly, just go for a wander and expect nothing. Man, the stuff that opens up to you when you're not expecting it, wow, it's incredible. After all, that is why we're out here, right? It's to calm down, relax, and just chill the hell out. And if you have expectations, you're not chilling out. You're not. And I can see why the people got rid of this wood stove. It doesn't work too well. The smoke just pours out of it. Anyhow, it certainly works out here in the bush.